Cool. I guess we end up here on the page. Now let's talk about some things. Since we kind of, I started to do the blog, but there was a glitch in the computer, so we started over again. So we talk about some. So hello. So we're still having a few problems with the agent and all that stuff. So I have to go after doing review and seeing a lot of stuff messed up. I just started the company. They want me to give them a snapshot. So I give them a brief mix up and thing. Show them how the agent is mixing up pages, how the agent build the think tank and then build the medical page and did the doctor them everything there. And then when they fling the think tank and everything on the bottom when it appears like that. Some bullshit's going on around here, you know. The agent created ProSonic Studio with a mixer board and everything. I asked him to create a recorder. He rips off the mixer and sort of start doing his own thing. So it's like you do our work, where the work is not even done no less than 10 minutes. But soon as the credit shut off, I'm going to look on it. You go ox out something out of it, thinking that the Rock Mode 24 recorder, Bill, you going to rip my, oh, come on, man. We didn't even talk about that. And we created a mixer for that thing. So, anyhow, that they send me a thing on top. Oh, your agent is working again. It's okay. Then I go, really sit down some real talk with them now. Pointing out a lot of stuff. Why the fact that the last session of the agent wrapped up, you really owe me 17 blood lead hours worth of credit. Because I 17 hours more work on the same credit. And I was discussing that in the first issue. And because we went into a 3-hour, 4-hour type loop, we lost money there, which is credit time. And I still bought $30 of credit just to skin the blouse and skirt studio. Now, to set them straight, I gave them a tour. I gave them even a tour of some of the stuff that's bad. Then I went into the server area and gave them a tour of the new server that's running in the ops. Yo, they compliment me. They can't believe the shit that I'm doing. Hello, excuse me for saying shit, but you know I just survive. They can't believe what I did, and so they can't do nothing but than compliment me. And I saw that they saw the power, and I said, Van, show some power weight there. That's what happened. Ha! I start flinging my weight around, and they like, okay, all right, it's cool. We're going to check out everything. Yo, they can't say nothing. When the big man looked upon them and said, you know, you guys should just go ahead and work with us, and all the information's coming at the back end, you stop it. You know, I created my Artemis Army, a robot to fix the site and to help the agent in the conjunction that the agent cannot angle so much pages all at once. Right? And your agent now play with the thing. The agent said that he installed in my soldiers, but I see pages are still there and the soldiers them now come fix it. I see the construction work of them in my city, I build up building and stabilize the software at the same time. I don't. Well, the 3G world, I create havoc upon them blows and skirt server people. It's drawing down on their server. Plus I got a 3D browser. Plus I got a 32 channel engine that's built in a way like a browser, which is pulling on their server, you know. You know what my agent said, Van? When they see that massive 32 channel come and that massive 3D world running on their back end, them heads spinning. But I know they know I was going to talk sooner or later. And I start revealing, listen, don't take it too way personal, I tell them. SMTVS will be staying a little bit with you, but don't take it personal. We're not going to stay around too tough. Because your age of having people come online, come burn credit for develop software has ended. And for all of the operators them on the internet, me tell them say, Them age of charging us as developer for burn credit, for develop done. Because I wrote them out of the mix. And create an ecosystem with it, with the next robot, the next agent call it, a sovereign ecosystem. You guys know what sovereign is? I am now a Colgate network within the real network. A separatist in the network. I bet you them never see that I come. If Bill Gates and all of them see that I will come to them, them not do something long time. I set on my power for the longest, and I release myself into the energy. And when I see the way Base 44 talk to me and deal with me, when I'm budding up Base 44 in the network and throw my power at them, and I open up the blood thief thing, I'm going to say, look, there's server. I build a server that's building server in virtual world. Serverless technology. The new React Java server language, the newest language on the market. And then I went back and I looked at the Aura OS. And I explained to them, Aura OS built from every computer existing language in the world. Then they know I wasn't playing. That's how you fling power around, you know? What you say, guys? Give me a like up there. That's how you fling power around. That's how a poor man gets strong. By to empower poor people. The whole time I talk about creating the aura, it was ever the reason me and the AI reason about society and poor people. And old Babylon make certain things for it. You understand? Now we need to combat this blowing thing like a disease against the people them with a new technology for write them out. Remember I told you guys on the day of the inception when I was doing it new technology, the AI asked me, Van, you want to write the program yourself? I'll tell me what you want the program. And I said, no, you are an AI, you are writing program to build AI brain, so I'm going to leave you to do all that work. And the AI said, okay, choose a name. I choose the aura. And he built the blood cleat language. Now he's telling me that he's got version 0.2 and version 0.1 don't even release it, people. You hear that? See? Big things happen on the island, man. You see, them are here about we already. You understand? On the regular people them around, we don't even know so we're that powerful. And the regular everyday people will see we. They don't know we are do them thing there. But them soon know when them have the teller apps in them phone for make free telephone call. When Luna apps drop in them phone and them say them now for buy blood clock ready for talk online, and they say them now for have internet power for go up on the network, then they gonna know our shit is up. You understand? This is like changing of the guard out there. I spent months working on this. You understand? Sometimes you have to work incognito. You can't tell the network so you have to do them thing there. Because all the corporate guys in them corporate bubble, with them textbook training of them textbook English, the AI them, we talked about that, me and the other agent. And the agent said to me, Van, watch this. These corporate guys in the tech bubbles, and they are training AI off of textbook English. So the AI, them can't understand Jamaican. Them can't understand African. Much less some other ethnic group. So we actually created a software to do this. To understand ethnic group. And that's the biggest part. That's the biggest part of the software I love. I met a friend, one of my friends up the street, I look a guy named Derval. And me and Derval a reason. Derval said, Van, Google something can't. And when I found out, when I went to my browser, my new internet browser, the Luna new internet browser, and we spoke to Luna. She's still having some problem though with the double voicing thing going on, right? But it was all explained. You understand me and David? So people don't really understand about tech. You understand? They think when you sit at a computer for like, I sit at a computer for 27 hours, you know. 27 hours me sing our computer is now. 1 day, right? The 24 hours a day, right? 1 day, 3 hours and 57 seconds, minutes, I work for. Now, I'm going to take a time and show you guys like a lot of software and stuff on the page so you can get a grasp of the amount of stuff that we have to unleash and stuff that's still there to mix into the unleash. Right? So, we talked all day until the AI said, Van Shenzhen. I'm like, okay. So we're looking to source now, manufacturer for prototype. Even though I don't have the money for the prototype right now, I'm still want to get the prices and see where we are in getting the price. See, to get the first 1,000 prototypes. And we're going to get the first 1,000 prototype. We'll probably get about like $5 a unit. So we are looking for $5 a unit, right? It doesn't possess a RAM or a processor. So that should make the cost go dramatically down. You guys remember the new computer is that we building the computer. Luna is a computer. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And the Aura is a computer. Those things are built. Well, the Aura is not something you normally get. The Aura is made for developers who are in AI brain development. You understand? Them kind of thing that's still, right? So, yes, I like the feeling. I love the feeling when I throw my weight around talking about tech and people are just saying, hey, that's some good stuff. And the man, I'm paying you money and I'm telling you, I'm going to leave you soon, you know. But I'm going to stay around and give you some respect because I stayed at your spot and got powerful. You know what I mean? Yo, guys. Now let's go through the page, right? The page is, I asked the agent yesterday when I got on to create a page with all of the finished page. Now there was a bunch of unfinished page. So the agent couldn't bring them up. But the finished page he brought up. And let me tell you about the massive amount of pages. Let's walk through the thing. And you see it said the core of SMTVS.com. So you guys know, you have a reason to come around. We are the new power on the block. Okay, so we got our workspace and stuff up here. And we even got a bunch of, we got studio stuff all the way around here. We got studio recording studio. And then we got studio hardware. We got studio management. And then we got broadcasting and live, right? So these are all the broadcasting equipment. Oh, I didn't even see the radio. Okay, we have the radio in there. Dumb knocks. You know what I tell the dumb knocks though? How is it I'm going to load the radio? You ever knew that? You know, how are we going to load the radio? Let's look at the mixer. And that's our radio mixer right there, right, you guys? So, ask them again, how are we going to load the radio? Huh? And if you look right here, I hate when the agent do stuff that, you know what I mean? I guess it's a page, you know, where. Is it? It is a page, you know. It's definitely a page, but it's like clicking, so. It's a tab, right? Like that. And we got live chat, right? And we got submit requests and stuff like that. But the doggone agent I work incognito like, yo, so where's my upload to my radio? Where we store files? You know what I'm saying, guys? Where are we storing a file? I've yet not even seen that. My program is running still. Afternoon program, evening program. It's where? There. Right? So this radio station need to have the input value set now that we can definitely. And this radio that we have on the inside here is not the radio that normally you going to see or you going to get. I'm definitely going to have to tell this doggone agent that you be sure to make a user, for the user them who come in and want a radio station, But the network radio station belongs to us. No one visits that. You understand? I have certain things on the pages right now. I will issue. Even if the link is there and the person, this is network stuff, they can't access this. You understand? Like that. About those open house and a place, if you manage to come in, you might see a lot of things that you're not going to see. And that's another thing I'm going to try to tell other people. When I say come join, do join. Right? You will get grandfather clause. Got a grandfather clause, what I mean, if you come in and you start use certain tools before the site actually opens up, and if you're already using that tool and it's a money thing, you can probably get a discount or get it on that subscription fee certain way, So you're going to be the better one. We try to work with everything. And then we come down here to media asset. The different assets in the media. Music and artists. Music and artist area, right? Analytic and reporting. So they analyze stuff in the site and report stuff that's here. And this is project and work overflow, right? So you have the project and the work overflow. Now this is financial and billing. So financial and billing, we have financial log, invoice, invoice overview, bill setting, subscription bill, production, financial dashboard, right? So those are the things that are there to deal with the financial part of the business. Okay, then we have client and calibration. We have the client portal. We have the portal review. We have the calibrator hub. Let me see this. Okay, cool. We get to that. We try to find what all of that goes on still. Some things get created, just created. You have a vendor, right? So right here, once we start adding vendors to the site, that's where they appear. But I'm going to make it so someone could sign up as a vendor, so therefore it's a different thing. It's a sign-up form, and they get a vendor administration. They can vend in the site. We got a communities line out here, right? We have Facebook portal, right? Well, I didn't know why the agent can build a Facebook portal, but reporting and rating and featured requests and let's see, submit a feature request, report, bug, and rate your experience. I think this was made, feedback, matter about Facebook. I think this was made for the fact that the people them think them, sending back feed. Sometimes I just glance upon things, But when I look at a second look, see I look on anything right here. All right. Now, let's talk about a few things. A bunch of these tools up here, some of them really possess AI tool, but pretty much we're going to AI up everybody in an AI world. AI. All these over here are AI tools. Right? But there are other tools that actually generate AI are in it, right? And here is our security and compliance page. Now we got a bunch of stuff, right? We have a security hub, right? As you can see it. And right, let's go down. Come and tell the thing long now, so we're not going to stick with us point out. We have VR world and everything that's a source. So there was two things that was built in here. A VR, a stage builder. And we tell them we didn't know about the stage builder, but it got built in. Stage design. All this time blowout thing. When I see this, I'm saying something's wrong here, but maybe these AI know what they are doing. Well, city management and rental. Don't ask me. If you feel like you want to live in a virtual city and rent your apartment, you can't do that, you know. Oh, you know, it costs a lot of money, though, for your apartment. You be spending in computer bitcoins up there. Maybe a 1 or 2 bitcoin may get you rent your place. Yes, you're going to be able to have a place. Go sit down at your place and invite your friend them to come at your place. So, yo, I better stop talking because you guys might think I'm crazy, but I'm not really crazy, you know. I'm really telling you the truth. I'm really, I really, stop laughing with all the stuff that I create, right? I really really create a video and model off the world. Yo, we got security service up there like police, you know. The police things up there, right? You see, we have lawyer and doctor and all them something. Each virtual world, you know, those things are there, doctor office, this, that, la, li, la. Okay, builders is construction. So you guys know I do construction, right? This is the construction area. We have everything that is necessary to run a construction company, right? Okay, today I worked on automobile, right? I worked on automobile because one reason, well, you up the street and me and my friend, him have him thing, him have him big auto body place and carry me and him rap a little bit about sending this business to the 24th century with AI connection. But since I'm so busy creating the main application, I have not got time to really get back to him and him rap about his business having the tools for the future. So I spent all day and I designed Kingston, you understand, Auto Hub, right? Based off of the general auto parts business up the street. Because since I tell the general, say, may I create your business for you in a virtual now way, you know? And if the general interested, so I never have time. So I created, like, it's got a warehouse, the mechanic shop, you understand? They sell parts and stuff like that. So we got all this stuff organized. And we also have a search. So somebody come to him place, are they online? They can search any one of the parts him have in him junkyard and parts place, right? He can source his business more better. So when I'm done with it, I'll jam it on my phone and say, hey, look at it. Didn't have time to come up at that store, come here him all the talk, but I have the prototype ready for him to put his business in the 24th century for the stuff that we are designing. Smart AI business, right? So this right here is, wow, stores and development, right? There's a bunch of development equipment and stuff like that. We have like development workspace, we got prompt builder, we got application generator, we got an AI R&D developer, we got AI graphic design, we have AI virtual reality. I didn't see this one. Let me look at this. This is new to me. Oh, right, okay. All right. Recent integration, e-commerce builder. What's this? Cybernetic lab. Pass lab. Okay, people, we'll talk about the cybernetic lab now. You see the cybernetic lab, yeah? Everything that is cybernetic lab is supposed to be a working robot going on. But I think the agent decided to list out a blueprint of my business in a cybernetic lab area. So he sets it up on top, the king, Super AI CEO, Zim. This is how my company is run by the AIs, people. I don't even play. See how the company run by the AI? You have the the agent here, which is the CEO. And on the left right here, the right, you have an overseer AI that oversee the engineer AI, the operator in AI over here. And on the left, the overseer AI oversee the builder AI and the scientist AI. Now right here, this note right here, the builder AI is what we talked about earlier on. The way base 44 in at the back end block the request so these guys can't get online to work. You understand? That's what we're talking about. Now, blueprint. The general never supposed to print up a blueprint, you know. The general supposed to have a blueprint put on in a data and then but the general print up blueprint. Right? So this one is what now? The blueprint, virtual cyber lab. This is another portion again. Okay. We have the virtual robot class and the AI brain. Right? That's centrally, they are, you see that they show you they are talking to each other. Right? Information is portal down here. The physical robot body. You understand? And the carbon. There's supposed to be people walking around in the city. And that's what this is saying right here. When I go back, I'm going to talk to this damn blood clot agent. I start cuss bad word in my thing. I'm just get made. Excuse me, all the people, because I cuss a profanity on the thing. For the Jamaican, them who I say, whoa, of course that thing. Yeah. Anyways, AI brain embedded, right? So this is all part of the blueprint. In our blueprint, we have step 1, step 2, step 3, and step 4. And if the doggone agent is going to put up them steps, they should just put up the whole 200 and add blueprint step up. I'm going to put it on the side. Okay, he comes down here to the combat class. You see what I show things are going on? Weaponized. These are weaponized blows and skirt AI, you know. And I know the reason why base 44 didn't want to sit it, because look at you see right there, so. Weapon tool, L1. Weapon tool, R1. Heavy grade, scene. Some heavy grade business, no? Alright. So we down here, we have the stabilizer run right here, because the stabilizer stabilizes all the robot them, right? Okay, let's go down to the chart somewhere, because it seems like the general looks I'll throw my whole thing out in a page, man. Okay. We have a left leg and the right leg. The rear end. So, you see what I'm talking about when I say base 44 AI gets the blueprint to build the robot them and build everything. But me I see now up on the page, the left leg, you understand? The right leg, the left leg and the right leg. What the hell is this robot dealing with, man? So that's why I'm in discussion now with base 44 about some things that the agent is just mucking up. Okay, so we'll look. See, today I forgot. But I guess they are bigger guys. You can't really show them how the company really run. You understand me? I say, because my combat robot, them are some bad boy. my combat AI robot, them, they are some tough cookie here. And we got over here, sim to real. Readiness, audit, right? Something like that. Control liable, draggable state. So when you come to control liable, draggable state, lock speed, and these things are that's our function that should be in certain parts of the site. Not really running, but I guess maybe they are there. And the agent decide to put out an analytic type of page. Because you determine that, let me see. Okay, let me see here. I'm just kind of looking at the percentage and number of the things that's up. Okay. Virtual Lab Code Stock. User browser SMTVS.com. Front end dashboard. Simulation backend engine. See? Compute hardware core. Right? So, I guess if you guys, this is a good page because if you come over to the site, you may really see how SMTVS is really running. Front end dashboard and simulation backend. You know, seeing neural training engine. So you remember I told you about the neural training engine is meaning like we are training our AIs to be like human beings. See, alright, what am I telling you now? Unlike the corporate guys them, open them bubble, them not walking in the ghetto or in the streets. So they can't know what we feel or what we know. We created a software based upon that. Right? So these are the 3D extension printing stuff. Okay, well, you know, I have my VGA Tech printing, right? So we have, what's this? Cyber Robot Lab, Bumbaclad. The dog then built me a cyber robot lab to push the world. Oh, I gotta cut that out of the thing. And I'm not gonna cut it out neither. Because I'm in my natural vibe. And I'm just like, and so I just totally forgot that I'm on it, but let it pass. Profanity, I said. We got a guide to the tech of 3D printing and all that stuff, right? Yo, the cyber something you're tall, man. Wow. Digital feedback loop, right? Parts and supply, right? Physical stuff. So, that's what I say now. Wow. Whoa. Volumetric structural testing. Wow. So like, yo. Whoa. You guys seen all of this? And integration SMTVS, Microsoft factory. Whoa. So I think what the AI was really doing truly, but the stuff that the AI did right here, right? Automated parts and sourcing lot. Did that AI took, oh, I see. Oh, bad. I mean, I still gotta like figure out stuff. I'm too good for my own use. I'm buckling up some bunch of electronic stuff. You know, see, that's written in computer code. All in one. Unified framework. Right? AI brain training, virtual, builders, AI design, custom hardware to host the brain, guide tech lab optimization. You know, we are so deep in the thing, man. I'll leave it as a you guys can read. Whoopsie. Lord. The 12-1 geometric. Whoa, the fence instructor. Hello. These people done with me yet? I'm like, I'm going to build some things on me and read, right? Just so come like some of the head swim to blood. Blah. Okay, approximately senior. Oh, eyelids. Blood teeth, core. Jaja. Wow. Let me leave it on the screen a little bit, yeah? You guys can read a little bit. You guys seen the massive data, no estimation, computational interface. Ouch. These guys are flinging money now, all right? Hello. It goes to understand that. I think when we talked about, me and the AI talked about the cost of certain things, domain name, a lot of stuff. He breaks it down for me, right? These monthly 4,000 to 2. And we was talking about some CPU and some black stuff, but total housing and all them something there. Wow. You know, I'm saying, you guys like, hope you guys cool. We soon get to the studios and all that stuff to show you some new things, right? But we are basically just rapping right now, trying to expose you to the massive data sheet of stuff. This is all about simulation, you know, brain simulation. This right here now, wow. It's like a digital twin to blouse and skirt. All right, okay. This is a SOL. Okay. You know, I say okay, cause okay mean that I have no notion of it being written, but based upon what I presented, stuff is happening. And I need to ask the big boss up about this, right there, so. But I think it's okay. I think the system is scanning. So, because I did build an automatic self-diagnosis system, and when I look there, I see there are 4 scanning going on. But it's scanning the sandbox and the micro hardware, right? And the telemetry. Okay, then we have telemetry. Let's see. This one is connected to the energy grid, control, verify, telemetry, bus, representative. All them big word there. Me a scientist, I'm going to love read big word, you know. You see. Now these are real-time stream analytic, right? We show you about the different streams that's going on in the thing. We got something here else. I can run an equivalent. I've tried nothing. I guess I just run the equivalent of an AI brain. Right, guys? And it named it. It named it Brain ID, SMTVS Brain, version 9.4.2. Status, ready for deployment. So, my dad, the agent created something to do that already. So why did the agent create that over here? I just generated an agent. Okay. I just generated an agent, guys, right there. Bunch of things need to be organized, I tell you. Bunch of things, man. And you notice I'm not even going to another page, and I'm just going on a few things and showing you guys. Let's just get into something so you guys can even have something to look at. And not just barely like pages, but wow. It is a lot. Let's go to our main guy, the ProSonic Studio. My baby creation, right? See? We got a hardware present page, no hardware is present, no hardware is so. You know, next time you're going to know, and tell us AI, you know, write user manual for all them something I'm give you. We shall ask them to write a user manual to each individual things that requires a user manual. Because this site requires a user manual. even for the likes of me. Well, I recorded something in the studio earlier on. The studio, like if I record a track and I don't delete it, and I leave it there next week every time the computer boot up, it's still there. Right? I got eight, 8.0.0.0 upgrade on Wave Surfer wave thing today. So we're gonna make some change on that API. I know we talk about my studio. You know, so I write a bad studio with recording function. And then like my agent said, and the AI abandon our function and went and write a lazy music recording function. I shouldn't have been telling the AI to take off the player button right there. But when I got Wave Surfer today, the new one, and I looked at it, and I seen this thing what I'm looking at right there, I'm like, oh, ours is a little bit more advanced. At least Wave Surfer does put up the thing, but it didn't put up no wave or nothing. But we kind of, you understand? But since I added technology in Wave Surfer thing, I'm not trying to use Wave Surfer technology in my thing. So I wrote my own technology. You understand? But the damn agent, it's not the agent neither. You see what it is? The type of recording engine I make. You have a back end have to be involved. So it looks like to me when back end refused the AI to connect that way, the AI sorted out in my program what else do I have in my program that I was working with, that we recorded with. So the AI went for that. So I point that out to Base 44. Because I was telling Base 44, hey man, watch this. The new scientist is on the block. I flaunt my power at them. I test my power in the area of the things that I did and said. And they complimented me. They complimented because they know if I can do all of that, create AI brain, create that, I can create their site. I don't need to. And worse, when I tell them about the moving, the traveling AI. Turn any system into a workable AI system. That blows away their mind. You understand? Wow. I think about stuff. You know, I'm like, even here, I'm beat for the day. I'm going to go make me some coffee. Yo, I've been working from morning. It's like 9 o'clock. I've been sitting in one place. I just bust a yarn. So the experience about this now, this AI screwed me up so bad, man. You don't even know. Check this. You see this mixer board? All right. It was installed on the bottom of here, beneath here. And you know, I asked AI to create something. And when I asked AI to create, I know there was a system change now because everything is gone. When I asked AI to create a rock-mounted mixer board, a rock-mounted recorder for me that you guys might have seen it in my blog. There, young thing. So all them things me a cost Base 44 about. All my studio built with my mixer board and everything. And the AI did my job and I set it one side and said, okay, let's go work on something else. And you are pulling pieces off my board to put over there. And then tell me, okay, this is the editor. Now forget this is the editor and the mixer in one. And this is Prosano imitation version. Right? Now Prosonic, which is, you know, everybody know I like to have a recording board, old-fashioned tradition system. Welcome to Prosonic. That I was going to put on other stuff to work with the Prosonic. You know? That way there. So after the AI messed up, I just said, okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take my Prosonic board and hook it up to the the recorder and call it a day. But when the agent got to me today, he said, Van, the system have a built-in editor and mixer in it. So when my agent create the script, he writes in, when you click the button, an editor going to open up. When you click the button, this going to go on. He had no need to grab my mixer for that purpose. And how did I know? I loaded the unit. And when I loaded the unit in, that was the what we call the 32R rock mount recorder. And I clicked on the mixer in the 32 rock mount recorder. I got that little beanie weenie mixer. We got our mixer. I'm like, when I saw that, I just would have just dropped down and died, guys. I'm like, it can't really, okay, there's a new tech. We don't care where the page them that we can pipe them together. So if I have this page and the next page, man, they all could work together even though they're not looked up together. So some stuff like that. You understand? Definitely some stuff like that. So we had like a little talk here, and the machine is running a while. So I'm gonna get back to you guys and said, hey, I flaunted power today, and they had to listen. You know, massive development, massive development, guys. And I don't know if you guys see my director. This is the video director thing. If you are a video guy and you have do live shows and stuff like this, so this done it said 4, but we definitely soon tell them put a little slider thing there, add about 2 more cameras. You understand? So this is another one of our newest mixer for live show mixing. And so you have your video hookups card. Our system works with like a bunch of iPod can get put together to put the studio them into. Oh, we got like stuff happening, man. You see that stuff I show you guys, like we got this situation where you can have 3 iPod talk to each other, and one iPod will bring the studio in, and you can just start saying, okay, the mix is over there, and this is there, and that is there. Right? Yo, it's a bunch of new switches here, man. Oh, so we gonna get out here on the switcher. And I'm definitely yawning right now. I think I'm gonna need to go get a rest. And early at 9 o'clock, I need to go sleep, guys. Thanks for watching. And we'll come back with more. Today was not that much about things, but mainly about just stuff.